Well, good evening, everybody. Important game ahead and weather ahead, which is concerning players, coaches and indeed spectators, because the forecast is for rain, potentially quite heavy rain, and as well as inconveniencing those who have come to watch, those who have come to play may be encountering conditions which are testing indeed in the hour or two ahead. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Martinelli. He is just caressing the ball. Arsenal have a free kick. Watkins. Arsenal making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Chance here to counter. Played into space. Saka. Lovely feet. Odegaard. And can he finish it? Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rice. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Arsenal just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch.
He's one-on-one! He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Gyökeres certainly looked hungry and excited on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Camera. And it's played forward, played towards the other side. Buendia, Cash. Has a quick glance. Rice forwards and with intent. Good play on the left-hand side here. That wasn't the greatest of balls. McGinn. McGinn chooses to go cross-field. Aston Villa are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Plenty waiting in the middle. In by Martin. Oh, what a climb! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably...
Takes a shot! Oh, nearly. Tielemans. Rodgers. Head over towards the opposite flank. Cash. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Tielemans shoots! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Tielemans is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Konsa, aim forwards. Buendia looks to the other side. And here's the chance to counter. It's a good run down the right. Ødegaard played into space. There's the shot! Surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Camera. Rodgers. McGinn. Rodgers. Digne. Can he deliver? Digne, that critic. Should have goal! Oh, should have put that away.
they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Buendia. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rodgers. Now it's Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. No way through. Goes for a shot! There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a little off target. Saka. Timber. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Tielemans. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Aston Villa can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.